YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what players could possibly have a breakout game versus the Cleveland Browns. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it.
Where all my Washington fans at? Y'all the Washington football team. How do you expect to be good, man? Y'all are trash. 3-13 yet again. Blah, blah, blah. Listen. We Washington. Chase Young with the sack, rush him down. Feel like I'm sick every time he get the ball. You know it's a touchdown. Who that out wide? McLaurin, 17, you know that he's scoring. It's right off the edge, he's stopping the run. This defense is crazy, it's number one. Look at Trash, the way that he punt. You get it? We Washington, man, we Washington.
But like you guys know, we do this every week, and we're going to be doing this for every team. And some teams is going to be different, and some teams is going to be the same. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we're going to be doing this for all 16 weeks of the regular season. And today is currently Saturday, so it's showtime tomorrow. And we have an early game, so we don't have to wait and watch our games and watch all the other NFC East opponents lose. Although that is a good feeling. We want to see our boys play, so we get to see them play early at 1 p.m. And then yesterday, I was saying Greedy Williams went to Ohio State. I knew he went to LSU, but I was meaning to say Denzel Ward instead of Greedy Williams. Denzel Ward and Terry McLaurin and Dwayne Haskins, Chase Young, they all went to the same college, so they all know each other well. That's what I was meaning to say. And also the injury report. Sadiq Charles, we already know, is out. Cole Holcomb is going to be out. And those are really the only players that are going to be out for us. I'm expecting Morgan Moses to play. I'm expecting Steven Sims to play. And I'm also expecting Ryan Anderson to play. Ryan Kerrigan, of course, he was going to play. He had a toe. Did you really think he was going to be out? So those are the players that I'm expecting for us to play. I hope, last week, I hope this doesn't happen again. But last week, on Sunday, I would say probably 2 hours before kickoff, we got a little surprise. We got a little surprise and found out that Kendall Fuller was not playing. So hopefully no more like that tomorrow. Hopefully everyone plays and everyone stays healthy. Of course, like I said, we know Brandon Sheriff is out for 3 to 5 weeks. Cole Holcomb is going to be out for tomorrow's game, and Sadiq Charles, he has a calf and thigh injury. And also Morgan Moses, he should be good to go. Steven Sims, big person that we need to be good to go. And like I said, you just never know. So hopefully we can go into this game injury free and come out injury free, or all the people that were limited throughout the week can play actually. And for the Cleveland Browns, I heard Olivier Vernon is out. Denzel Ward could be questionable and he might not play. Greedy Williams is actually out for tomorrow. So they have some big key weapons, and hopefully we can take advantage of them star players not playing. And I know we don't like injuries. I don't want no one to be injured, but hey, if they are, we got to take advantage of that. So Terry McLaurin should have a big day if Denzel Ward is not playing. But I think he's going to play, but don't be surprised if he doesn't play. So with the injury report being out the way, let's get straight into the players that are going to have a breakout game. Number one on my list is none other than Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, first of all, you have to feed this guy the ball early and often. You've seen last week Patrick Peterson could not keep up with him. He was just getting killed on slant play after slant play after slant play. We need to get this guy the ball in the first and second quarter when we actually are still in the game and have a chance to win, and not wait until we're down 20 points to start feeding him the ball. Get him the ball when it matters. Terry McLaurin is a beast, man. He's proven each and every week that he's a #1 receiver, and a lot of people are starting to realize it. Adam Rank, a guy that hates the Washington football team and always say that we're going to go 3-13, 2-13. They actually project us to go 1-15 this year. So, with that being said, Terry McLaurin was actually a #1 receiver on his list. He said you guys should start him as the #1 receiver. So, even when Adam Rank, your worst enemy, people that hate you and hate your team, putting you at #1, you know you're really good. So we have to feed Terry McLaurin the ball early and often, and he's going to be in for a big day, especially if Denzel Ward cannot play. They're already down Greedy Williams, so I don't even know who their next corner is going to be to step up and check Terry McLaurin, but we have to take advantage of that if Denzel Ward is not playing. And even if Denzel Ward is playing, I don't think he's going to be 100%. You know, that hamstrings can linger all throughout the whole year. I think his hamstring are growing. It can linger throughout the whole year, and it cannot be good. So they might be taking it slow. So if Denzel Ward is playing, I would still abuse him because he's not 100%. If he was 100%, he would not be questionable going into this game. So number one, take advantage of the matchup that Terry McLaurin is going to be having. If Denzel Ward is playing, it should be a good matchup. But I think Terry McLaurin is just going to have the edge. The wide receiver always has the edge over the cornerback, in my opinion. So let's move on to the next player. The next player on this list is Chase Young. Chase Young should have a big day because he's going up against another rookie by the name of Jedrick Wills, a first-round pick from Alabama. But I just don't know. I haven't been too impressed by the offensive lineman that's been drafted in the first round so far this year besides Mekhi Becton. I know that sounds weird because he plays for the Jets, and the Jets are just a whole bunch of mess and a lot of turmoil over there. A lot of people want Adam Gase gone. Mekhi Becton has probably been the best offensive lineman, in my opinion, in this draft. And Jedrick Wills, I'm not saying he's not good or anything, but I just haven't seen, and I haven't been impressed. And Chase Young should have a big day. Chase Young has 2.5 sacks on the year, and I should see him having 2 to maybe 3 sacks this game. He should be in for a big day. Their right tackle, Jack Conklin, is also dealing with an injury. I think he might play, but if he doesn't, then we can move Chase Young to that side and abuse the backup right tackle. It should be a good matchup between Jedrick Wills and Chase Young. I mean, Jedrick Wills didn't go first round for a reason.
I meant to say he did go first round for a reason. I can see the comments now. He did go first round for a reason. What are you talking about? That's what I meant to say. I messed up.
So he has some talent, but I think Chase Young is going to take advantage of that. Next player on my list is Dwayne Haskins. I know. A lot of people are going to say, well, you say this every week. That's one player that I'm going to be saying every week unless we're going up against a star-studded defense like the Baltimore Ravens next week. But Dwayne Haskins, man, he knew last week was his fault. He knew the game was his fault, and we got to take it slow. That was my fault being a fan last week. I was just pissed in the moment and I'm still going to be pissed in the moment if he has a bad game this week. But now I just have to realize that he's young, and he's basically a rookie, and like you gotta take it slow with him. But I'm gonna be pissed if he do perform bad. I'm still gonna call him out on it, but I still have to realize at the end of the day that he's a second-year quarterback. He's learning. He only has 9 to 10 starts in the NFL career, and he has 23 starts in total from college and the pros. So that is not a lot of experience. So we have to take it slow with him, but also he still has to catch these he's if he do mess up. So with that being said, Dwayne Haskins should be in for a big day. Why, you may ask? Because I feel as though the offensive coordinator, Scott Turner, is going to open up the playbook more. I mean, if you listen to the press conferences this whole week, Dwayne Haskins said, I have to trust my receivers. I have to trust my linemen, and I have to trust the play calling, and he would like to go up-tempo. And if you're not a good offensive coordinator, it just showed this week. If he's not a good offensive coordinator, he's going to continue to do what he's been doing these past 2 weeks and play stuff that is not fitting Dwayne Haskins' scheme. But if he is a good offensive coordinator, switch up his scheme and make it fit his quarterback's ability and not try to make his quarterback fit his scheme, if you know what I mean. So we should see more up-tempo this week with Dwayne Haskins, more quick hitters, more screens and stuff like that. Just stuff to get Dwayne Haskins in a groove. Once he's in a groove, then we can take the deep shots. So we should see more of the offensive coordinator opening the playbook, more quick hitters to your running backs, more of using your running backs as weapons and not just running backs. I mean, that's what we got them for. So I would see the offensive playbook being open even more this week. And on top of that, I know it's kind of ironic. A lot of people were getting on me because they were saying Baker Mayfield did not have a phenomenal game. Compared to the game that he had versus the Baltimore Ravens, he had an outstanding game. Him and Odell was on the same page. I know Baker Mayfield had one boneheaded mistake, and that was the interception that he threw in the back of the end zone to William Jackson. But outside of that, he had a phenomenal game. And I can see Dwayne Haskins having that kind of game because last week, Dwayne Haskins, he knew that game was his fault. And I'm pretty sure Dwayne Haskins is on social media a lot, so I'm pretty sure he's seen all the fans coming for his head, and he's been locked in all week. So hopefully he can have a Baker Mayfield game where he messed up 1 week and then he can bounce back and have a phenomenal game the next week. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's the Bengals, who cares? That's still an NFL team. So with that being said, Dwayne Haskins has to take advantage of this depleted secondary as far as the Cleveland Browns goes. I mean, they're down their best 2 corners. Like I said, Denzel Ward is questionable, but Greedy Williams is out. And outside of that, I don't see no one in the secondary that's really a threat. Next and final player on my list is Antonio Gibson. I mean, you guys know we only do 4 to 5 players each week, and I only have 4 this week, and those 4 was Terry McLaurin, Dwayne Haskins, Chase Young, and Antonio Gibson. I can see Antonio Gibson having his best game as a pro so far. I can see him rushing for well over 100 yards this week and maybe a touchdown or 2. And because this rushing attack isn't that good as far as stopping and run. Yes, I know they have Myles Garrett. They have Sheldon Richardson, who's been playing like a man possessed. He's been really good for them up front. But outside of that, I don't see anyone that could be able to stop the rushing attack. I can also see Antonio Gibson being more involved in the passing game. Scott Turner has to open up that playbook even more for us so we can get going. So with that being said, just a little quick video, man, to hold you guys over until tomorrow. Once again, it's been boy One Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington football team. I will be streaming the game like we do every week at 1 p.m. versus the Cleveland Browns. I'll start probably 12:55, 12:45. So make sure you guys come in here and come in the room and chill with me and watch the game. Just 4 quick people, like I said, I'll go through it once again. Dwayne Haskins, Chase Young, and Terry McLaurin, and also Antonio Gibson. So with that being said, it's been boy One Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington football team. Put your predictions down below, and hopefully we can go 2-1. Peace. See you guys tomorrow.